Let's move this one.
We're live.
We're
We are
live.
live. Actually here.
Things
Just
went.
about. Yeah, things went wrong this time.
Yep.
Hook that up above. There we go. That's
There.
better. I'm just trying to pick up a lead so that doesn't droop all over the place. I got a couple of bits of paper here.
Let's say hello and do the heart. Come on, you're off. You
Everybody.
messed up my routine.
There we go. There. I am Mad Frankie. We are the. That's Violet Iger over there, and together we make the Mad Scientists.
There.
Bing!
There,
There we are. It's all been a bit of a rush because I was on the A12 thinking, oh, I'm not going to get back because suddenly all the traffic slowed down.
Yep. And I was without network, internet, anything, and I couldn't get a hold of Fran to tell her that. So I'm just combobulated. So if we're both a little brusque today, it's because we're trying to get back into our zen.
Yeah. And I sent her a nice little voice message from the middle of the A12 in a traffic jam, and she didn't get it because her internet was funny.
I didn't have anything.
Never works, does it?
Not my phone wouldn't work. And Russ didn't tell me that last night something went wonky with everything. And so I get up this morning. I've got no electronics, no computer, no Kindle, no phone, nothing. I'm like, oh, what? Evil has come out of the sky and right at my house. It's like, so I'm seriously, I apologize ahead of time if I get brusque or insensitive.
Panicky?
Yeah, I'm
panicky. Yeah.
Trying to get back to the zen. Let's move on and get to the zen. You have a calming effect on me, so it's all on you now.
Well, I'm just peeling a roller here. I'm peeling a roller.
That sounds zen-like.
Peeling a roller. Oops, there's a bit that didn't quite work.
So
I've got some whole load of pulls here.
Yeah.
That's it.
Let me say hello. Let me see. That's how bad we are. We're just off. So I'll say hello, Liz. Hi, Fran.
Hello.
Hi, Ann. Hi, Evie. Paula's here. Hi, Paula. Thank you for being here. Hi, Colleen. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We're a bit, breathe.
We're just about here.
Breathe. Take a deep breath. And thankfully, my husband is he is bringing home fish dinners for us tonight, so I don't even have to think about cooking or run into the kitchen and anything. I know it's so.
I'm not trying to save this one because it tore in the middle because there was something on the roller, so I was trying to get that off without damaging the foam below. And in doing that,
piece of. You're gonna throw it away?
No, God no. I mean, it just won't be a whole one, but
I see.
It's pieces. You see, bits and pieces. Like the song that was on as I was coming down the A12 very slowly at about 2 miles an hour, going, "I'm not going to get home." So I got a nice clean roller now. Yeah, and got some stamps, and I wanted to talk about this. This is a pull I did a while back, not that long ago, using this collograph as the printing mechanism, So when it was on the plate, I took a picture of it and posted it in Makers, and somebody said, "Oh, that looks so ethereal," and it did actually. It looked really quite nice. And then I thought, hang on, I haven't seen that one. I've pulled everything. Where did that one go? And I had a look through and realised it must be this one, because it's using Caput Mortuum Violet, which is an Amsterdam colour, and I pulled it with a Naples Yellow Deep.
I tried.
And it's no longer ethereal, which is a shame. So I thought, all I got to do is put some more of that down and see if I can try it with something else. So I did that 4 times. So I've got here 4 plates to pull with the Caput Mortuum on it and different colours going with it. We'll see what we come across as we go through. There's one that I thought was quite nice that I want to keep for the end. Yeah, guess what? It's that top one. Typical.
So
Or is it that one?
let's go on hold for a moment because I have a question.
One of those two.
Paula still has her wrist in a brace.
Ah.
What did you do, woman?
She fell over in the shower, remember?
No, I'm lost. I'm totally lost.
She fell over in the shower. And she did quite a bit of damage here and there, but I think that's unless she's had another accident since then. So let's have a look at some of these. This one looks quite nice. That's with steel blue, I believe.
Okay, you can fix the camera now to.
Yeah, I think I will. I think it's that. No, it's that one. Steel blue. Right?
There she is.
So we'll turn it so that it's there, and I'll turn this light sideways so it's not reflecting on it.
Yeah.
So it should be a bit better now. Looks quite promising with the steel blue, Lucas Krill Studio steel blue. Does it say whether that's heavy body or not? It doesn't appear to say there.
Paula, why is it you want to try to do everything that Carrie or Eddie does? Oh my gosh, I hope Eddie's okay.
It's Lucas Krill Studio anyway.
Anyway.
So there we go. So let's have a look and see what this one looks like when we pull it. If it pulls at all, it might not.
Clean plate, clean plate.
Looking good. Looking good.
Do you have your headphones on?
Look at that. That's not too bad. It's still got that's got a slight ethereal quality to it, don't you think?
A little bit.
Certainly more so than that one. Isn't it? Certainly much more ethereal looking. The blue is what's making it look better, I think. I think the yellow was the wrong choice for that one. It shows quite a lot of the pattern quite well, but it's lost something in doing that. I think that's quite nice, that one. So let's try the next one. Now, the next one, can I remember what I did with that one? No. I think that was this Dioxazine Violet. It's Studio Acrylic Jackson's own make. So that's nice and cheap. So let's have a look and see what happens. It's all using the same colorgraph plate. Here's another nice clean.
Nice clean pull. Those are nice because you left them set. It's a lesson learned. Now
this one is quite dark.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think we get the full effect. It's so dark.
Yeah.
But I can see they're not quite done yet. I mean, as far as they've got enough on there.
I'm changing my settings. My display is so dark I can barely see it. Well, the point of that is so I can go to sleep at night, but I don't need it now. So let's go back. There we are. Now let's see. Can you see it down there?
Oh, that's a bit sharper.
Is it? It's only my display, I thought. You can see the imprint.
Yeah, a little bit more. There's a face up there, 2 eyes and a doggy nose.
It could well be. But if you hold it like that with the light, you can see the redness of the Caput Mortuum violet. So there's 2 violets on here in fact.
Mine, because your image definitely went sharper. Well, on stream, let me go look over here. Oh, quality went down.
I wonder if my display being brighter so I can see what I'm doing actually affects the camera as well. That would be odd, wouldn't it? Maybe it does.
Good to know.
Anyway, so that's 2. And what next? Now, next, I think I used a bit of this and a bit of this, possibly, or maybe not. Well, it might have been just that. Let's have a look. That is Titan Violet Pale.
Yeah.
Let's have a look and see at one of these. One of these is silver and one is the violet. I can't tell if that's... We'll just have to pull this and see. Just have to pull it and see. There's a bit of a bit... It's not come off there, so we'll try the other side.
It's funny because they all
have the same amount of time. I'm pulling that anyway.
Oh, I like that.
That's quite nice. I won't be able to tell properly. I think that's the violet pale. I think that's the violet pale. Yeah, looking at that piece there, I think it's the violet pale. I think it is.
That's very
So
nice.
this one underneath should be the silver. And that was Liquitex Basics silver. So we'll have a look at that one next. It's just nice to try out different things where you only need to change one of the parameters so that you can see what's happening more easily. We'll have a look at this one. This one feels a bit damp. Oh,
Very nice.
that clean plate, that colour is underneath on the Perspex. That feels damp though. That feels really damp.
Paula said it. Paula said what I said. Paula said looks like a microscope slide. What did I say it looked like?
Yeah. You said it looked like clogged capillaries with the things coming down to clear the clogged capillary. All those. Yes.
So we had the same thought, Paula, because that's basically what I saw was like, yeah, a clogged
So
artery,
this.
something like that in a microscope. Hi,
So this is the silver, and that's the violet pale. Now this is on a piece of card. This is just on a piece of paper.
Yeah,
So it's much thinner. It's the copy paper. It's nice paper, but that's not completely dry because it feels quite cold to me. It does feel quite cold. So that needs to dry out somewhat more. But it's rather a nice effect. I do like that. So in order to keep ethereal, you have to go really light. Another way to do it, I suspect, but I didn't try, would be to pull it with matte medium. So you get the color of the paper.
That first one that you said was yeah, what you said. Our words are hard. You used the Naples yellow deep, and it altered the color. It made it more red.
Yep, it did. It made it very much more red.
Much more.
This is closer to the actual color.
Yeah, I like that better.
And that altered it as well by turning it very dark. That's the violet. And that one is rather nice, but again quite dark. That's the that's one of these was the violet, and the other one was the steel blue. That's the steel blue. That's the violet. Yeah.
And I would have went the other way around.
Yeah, well, there we go. I mean, I could also try it with iridescent white. That would be one to try.
That would be one to try, yeah.
Got iridescent white in there somewhere hiding.
Evie says for you, a comment for you. Fran, I learned something about myself on Sunday.
Okay. Oh, yeah?
What was that? Oh, my screen just... Weird.
Weird, yeah.
You, the electronic demons are out and about.
Yeah. I pulled this one. I layered it down after I'd done the violet because you can see a trace of the violet here as well. Yeah.
Oh,
so that's interesting.
What she learned was she doesn't create with reckless abandon.
Oh, well, this is doing more sort of scientific-y experiments by only changing one parameter, the pool color.
Yeah, the pool color. Actually, yeah, because the violet, no, the caput was what you used.
Caput mortuum violet.
Caput. It was caput.
Caput mortuum violet.
Yeah, words are hard.
Come on, focus, you little devil. Focus, focus, focus.
Nah, too small. There you go. Almost had it. We'd rather see your plate get busy.
Okay. Yeah, we'll abandon that idea. We'll get busy. This color is underneath. It's come off the pull sheet down there. So that's all that is. That's nothing. This is a very wonky sheet because it's not of the same thickness as the other sheets. It's I think it's a photograph, a piece of stuff for a photograph, you know, for a picture. Came off a picture or something. We used that. So today we have some different things to show you.
Hi, Candy.
We have some nice new stencils,
Again?
which I'm learning and trying out. So we've got the sewer.
Oh, yeah. I remember those.
Remember the Nautilus?
Yes. And I remember you doing the sewer.
There's a face and some hands, and the rest of it is the Nautilus mostly, more or
Hard to
less.
see without a dark color behind it. There you go. There you go.
No.
You'll have
There's
to
a
adjust your camera this time.
from. Hmm?
You'll have to adjust your camera. Yep. There you go.
So this one comes in two parts. I'm only testing these out, so I will see how these go. There's the water carrier or water spirit, and there's the rest of the thing it comes with. I'm going to try and connect it up so that it looks more like that.
Yep.
Mhm.
The sewer being not a seamstress, but someone who sows seeds.
SOW, yes.
SOWER, yeah.
So we've got the reaper, and we've got the sower, and we've got the reaper here. So that's the water nymph or whatever, and there's the reaper. And the reaper has another part to him, and that's there.
So my question is, you did the sower as in one piece. Why didn't you do the reaper and the water the same?
Pass. Idiot, basically. Idiot.
Oh, we don't like that word.
All one colour, you see, because he's black. So you give a chance to put some black on with him. That was what my thinking was, because the reaper is dressed in black, isn't he? That's the idea,
If
anyway.
he were the reaper, yes. But if he's a farmer reaper, no.
He's the reaper because he's got a skull. Him got a little skull.
Oh, you're so weird.
Sorry. And then the last one will be this one. Where's the other part of him? Come on.
She didn't mean it that way. We've gotten on her case. It's habit. She doesn't believe she's an idiot. She just has momentary lapses.
Don't we all?
Yes. So what is this one?
This is the fire.
Okay.
Idiot fire. It's not quite fitting. Why isn't it quite fitting?
Well, put the big piece down first, and then put the person down inside it.
I think it's because this is a different one, because I did some adjustments. So it might be.
There you go. There you go. It fits. Yes, it is a good weird. We can call her weird. When we say weird, it's like you're part of the tribe. Yes.
The weird tribe.
It's a good tribe.
Weird is always good. So there you go. So I did a bit of adjustments, and then so we've got all four of them here all together.
Oh, information from Paula. Caput mortuum is Latin. Death's head.
Yeah.
The name goes back to alchemists who used it for the ultimate remains of an alchemical process, signifying not changeable, worthless remains.
Yeah. So caput is the head part, and the mortuum is the death part, because it's mortuary, same root. Mortal. Okay, so we've got those. Oh, stop sliding, my dear. Stop sliding.
I agree, Judy.
And then
weird is the new normal.
We've also got, let me get that out of the way. We've also got up here something else.
Friday Frizzles.
Don't know if this is going to fit or if it's the other one, but we'll see. We'll try it out. Let's put some black paper down. It's easier to see. Black paper down there. Well, that's bigger than that one.
That's wrong one.
Never mind, I've got a smaller one as well. Which is that one. So you can get the surround as well, you see? And then I can't, it comes in.
This is Admiral Duck.
This is the Duck Pilot.
The Duck Pilot, yes. Okay.
That's not Speedy Gonzales, it's Speedy Duck.
Duck.
And I managed to do it really quite small. This is getting to be a bit too small, these ones. But because it's quite fine lines in there.
The cutouts.
Yeah.
You lose the stencil.
See, this one was a little bit, this was an imperfectly not very perfect. These are the ones that are done properly. He's got his glasses, his goggles. He's got his duck's beak. And he's got his insignia on his shoulder with the arrow and all the pips. And because I like steampunk, and that's what I saw in the print, he's got cogs as well. Because this was inspired by a print by Quirky Queens, Kirsten. And she did a print where using the foliage.
Yep.
And it was so good, this one, that I could instantly see a duck pilot. And I also saw a plague doctor, but I haven't finished the plague doctor yet. I've got more work to do on him. But these turned out rather good. I thought they were quite nice. These take quite a bit more work than something like that. Quite a bit more work than these. These are quicker, mainly because I already have the designs that I've been working on before. So didn't take so long. So let's have a play with some of these. I'm going to play with the duck pilot first.
And that song comes to mind, and I'm not going to sing the song because it's probably copyright or something, but the song Sky Pilot, if anyone knows what that song is, even though it's a duck, just change the word to duck.
Okay, let's have a go. See what we can come up with. We'll get that off there. So what are we going to do?
Oh, good idea. Anne says, can you imagine Duck Pilot at the end of the perspective stencil that Fran showed the other day?
Oh, I could do. Yeah, I could do that on this size.
On the big plate.
Thingy. This size plate. On the big plate? Or you mean the 12 by 12?
You do you.
Well, I was thinking it would fit on there. That's if I knew where that stencil was, of course.
Yeah, because you've moved on.
Naturally, I've moved on.
I have mine. Here, I'll loan you mine. Oh, wait, I don't know where mine is now. Oh, mine. Oh, I cut 2 sizes.
Uh-huh. Well, I like to cut different sizes.
Yeah, I have every intention to get a larger plate after all. I'm going to go back to a 9 by 12 I'm going to get. So I cut 2 sizes in preparation. I don't know if I cut any. I did cut other stuff. I cut that wood grain and I cut the, yep, sure, a flower stencil somewhere. I don't know where it went. But mostly I made, oh, wait. Well, Fran's off. Let me show you guys.
Oh, am I off? Good. I'll go and see if I can find that stencil then.
Yeah, you go find that stencil. I'll show you what I'm going to show them. I'll show you later. Let me see if I can bring this up. Nice background. I was tatting because, and Evie knows because she sent me a link. She was going to do some too. Because Patricia said something about would love some bobbin lace and tatting. So there's one piece. That's a heart. I did mine, Evie. I don't know if you got yours done. And then I did a set of owls. Can you see the owls with their wings? Can everybody see the owls with their wings? And they got beady eyes. Can you see that? And then the heart. Is tatting hard? Well, I do needle tatting with this needle. And it's not It's not hard for me because I crochet with one hook too. But it's very simple. You just go like that and like that and like that and like that and like that. And then you make a picot, which is like that. You barely go down. You come back and then you slide that down. You've got a picot. See?
Why are they called Pico?
I don't know. It's a little loop.
Hmm.
If you could
Probably
see.
just means tiny.
Yeah, could be. It's isn't it French? But here you missed.
Sounds it.
Here you go. Take a look, Fran.
Ooh, owls.
Look how little they are compared to my finger.
Very small.
And
Lovely.
Evie and I were. She did well. She showed me this one, and I thought she was going to do this one too. I made two of these. I made three owls. I don't know what else I've done, but in the pattern, they were actually to be earrings, a set of earrings.
Oh,
The owls, because I've made
I'm
these in
going to
the
grow
past
a big
numerous times.
hill.
You
I think
what?
I'll have a bit more room if I have a big plate.
There you go.
Bigger.
It's not hard. Who asked if it's hard? It's to me it's not hard. My hands are swollen again, you could see, but I managed to do it. And these are Patricia. And I found the flower stencil that I cut out. There. I knew there was one that I cut out. And there's the da, 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 there's the there. Whatever. And there's the woodcut stencil. And I used it to stencil with ink on a card. Isn't that cool? I've been busy. Are you back?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm.
Now, how are you thinking about this?
That's tatting, and I have some bobbin lace to make too.
Uh-huh.
It means a small loop of thread. It's French, and it means a small loop of thread.
Uh-huh. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, it would make sense.
Okay, that show and tell is over. Back to the box.
So, I'm going to use that with the duck pilot. Question is, which duck pilot?
I
Do
think
we want to use a small one or a big
if
one?
you tattoo, I think she said she does because she wanted to try that heart pattern, but now she's waiting for a needle from. Oh, you don't know how to tat. Well, let me know. We'll sit here and we'll tat together, and there you go. Okay, your camera's wonky. If you're
No,
ready.
it's not. It's me that's wonky.
All right.
Well, it
Whenever
might
you're
be
ready
wonky
to
as
play,
well.
we'll get
Okay.
it fixed.
I'm just trying to think what would be the best way to arrange it. Let's get that out of the way. Trying to move it further onto the. I was set up for A4, 8 by 10. It was a bit wonky.
Right.
I'm thinking that's a bit big.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's a bit big.
Well, he can be whatever size he wants. It's perspective.
Yeah. Well, that one's even bigger. Thing is, I did an even bigger one.
Wow.
This one would be better. But are you thinking putting him in the middle like that?
Well, I was thinking at the top, closer to the top.
Or you're thinking having him behind it? Sort of like that kind of thing. What were you thinking of? And wouldn't it be better on the other plate? Because this one is slightly longer. so you could get it on better. That one. That's only the 12 by 12. That's the 12 by 14. So we can have them facing, brothers in arms.
No, these stencils today, Colleen, these are not in the shop yet. These are not even up to Mariah yet. Fran's just
No,
showcasing them.
I put them in Dropbox.
Oh, did you get them there?
Yeah, but not only the duck palette, not the other one.
Okay. I haven't been over there, so. Yeah, Mariah may have them, but she has to, again, quality control to make sure that
And don't forget, there are other people with stencils in the queue.
other designers that are ahead of Fran. So they will be available as soon as they are available. Mariah will let us know, or we'll let you, and then we'll let you know.
Yeah, and we'll have another play then, because we'll be sure they're not so bad. So were you thinking sort of something like that, or what?
Well, I was thinking with the duck pilot. What do you think? Behind it? I think behind it.
So the duck pilot would need to go down first then.
I think so. And now we're getting planned. We're not doing random. We're deliberate.
We could, which is why I brought these over here. We could take another pull on that. That would be the 8 by 10 plate, and put this on the plate, and then pull it with that, and that would give you another color on that.
Well,
whether that would show you,
Paula and I agree. Duck pilot should be behind the perspective, so that it looks like he's floating off in the sky.
Well, that will need a smaller one then, wouldn't it? Because that doesn't look like he's floating anywhere. That would need something more like him. Or one of those.
So if you wanted to put him behind, you would put the perspective down first. Okay, brain. I had a brain. So yeah, brain.
Oh, you can put them back on at once, you see, if you're doing it all at once. So where would you want him? At the top like that?
Yeah, I like him at the top,
or
like
at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, I like that too, but I don't want to lose too much of his face.
Yeah. So maybe more like that.
Is your perspective off the plate?
No. The plate is too long for the board.
Okay. Plenty of room then. Plenty of room. Yeah. So you could actually move him up and it would be okay.
Could do, yeah. Let me move those out the way for the moment. And see if I can push those back a bit. Get the feathers out the way. Just trying to make it a bit, that's better. It's now fully on.
Kind of sideways, and we'll straighten it out when we show it, when we show the pole.
Yeah.
Straighten it out. We don't want anyone feeling wonky. Now, color choices.
Yeah, color choices. There we are. There it's on. Get rid of my weed, which had wilted.
That's a good idea, Candy. Let her do this one first, and then we'll revisit that one.
Yeah, I think so.
Candy's idea is to put him at the bottom with the grid above him, so it looks like he's at the entrance. And all that means is just turn
sort
him.
of more like.
Yep, just turn him.
That.
Is that what you mean? I don't know. I kind of like it the other way, but I'd like to see both, to tell you the truth.
Well, let's have a go and see what we can find, see what we get when we try it out.
Okay.
Because otherwise it could be all day trying to position things and getting absolutely nowhere.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll put some colour down first. So what are we going to put down? That's going to be a bit sticky getting that down. What should we put down? Let's put down some rather interesting iridescent green yellow. Only if I'm using this big brayer, you're not supposed to put an iridescent down first, are you?
Right, Julie?
Yeah. Let's not put an iridescent down first. Let's think. So what about Payne's Grey? Or, yeah, Payne's Grey and a bit of the Titan Violet Pale to dilute it a bit. How about that?
Okay, good, 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 good.
I think that might work quite well. So, Payne's Grey first. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I can't use this one. Cannot use this one. It's not the old one. Put that one away. Don't be naughty. Where's my Payne's Grey? I think it's here somewhere. Oh, look, there it is. Payne's Grey. But I've not got any Titan Violet Pale apart from the one pot. So I think it was on offer or something. Right.
Oh, Eddie says yellow green is great. He just bought some. And
Well, I got some fern, and I'm not sure about it.
yeah.
I'm really not sure about it. People recommended fern. I'm not sure, but we'll give it a try later on to see what happens with it.
Yep. And Julie says she now has phthalo green.
Oh yes, that's a nice one.
And then Evie says, "Is your jumper camp leopard? Is your?"
I don't know. It's just a sort of camp camouflage, isn't it?
Camo, yeah, camo. Matisse fluid. Did I say that correctly, Julie? Matisse fluid.
Matisse is correct for the painter.
Yeah. Camo. Yeah. Fran caught it.
We've almost got some camo down here. Oh, and we've got something big and horrible.
What is that? Wow.
That is one of my hairs. It's a huge, great thing.
That's one of your old Rufus is off the hook.
Yeah, it's not a doggy one. That's one of mine.
Just in case you lose me, we've got a series of storms coming through.
Oh, right. Okay.
Not here yet, but they're getting closer.
Well, that's enough. I'm getting too many streaks there. Not enough room to brayer off because I haven't cleaned up that area.
I thought I heard them. Maybe not.
So, where'd I put them? Oh, it's over there. So, we're going to use that one. But I've just lost. Just dropped it down the back.
Uh-oh.
Typical. Come back, duck pilot. No good being awkward with me. So I've got to put this one on first because otherwise I can't position where it's going to be. And then...
Well, that's how you want it because then now if you do it that way, he's in the front. There you go.
Oh, isn't that what you want?
Yeah.
Or you want it the other way?
Well, let's pull it and see.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's just pull it and see. Let's not complicate. He looks cool. I like him. I don't know how much definition you'll get from one that small, though. I want to see.
Yeah, well, that's the point. That's why we're testing.
Yeah.
So we want to find out. And I'm putting this down here so that I can push with a brayer.
Yeah, that's another reason for testing, everyone, is because we want to see if it's actually a stencil or just a silhouette mask. You know, how is it? Is it going to work? Does she need to cut more opening or not make it so small?
Yeah. So we'll find out. Oh, that's nice. There is not a great deal of definition in that, but don't forget it's the first pull. Yeah. And on the first pull, it's never wonderful. So right. I'll have another go with the same colours on top. don't want that to fall down.
Because it's not an artist, Julie. It isn't an artist. It's an everyday person, and it doesn't see the important words as important. It sees them as weird. We need a weird autocorrect.
I don't know. It's daft. That's basically why.
Yeah, it's daft.
So this is another sort of variation on diluting Payne's grey. Whoops. And it also helps if you don't throw the bottle on the floor.
Yeah, let it roll away.
Here. Oh, there we go.
It's drying.
Got the
It's drying.
flames. Oh. It's good to be this is the big plate, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's raining in this scene. I'm going to do it all that way. I'm not going to change direction. It's raining.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Right. Piece of paper. Big sheet, big sheet.
I agree, Evie. Mine kept wanting to spell it Paulia, Paulia. I'm like, that's not right. I didn't think it was. Paula.
Why did? Was that? Oh, is it for Paula? Is it? Oh, right.
Well, autocorrect took forever to learn how to spell Paula correctly.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem to have worked very well. I was calling it Paulia there, wasn't it?
On my phone, it was. It's now. Well, I don't do my phone so much anymore, so I really couldn't say I haven't looked at anything from Paula on my phone. I'm loving the color.
It would have been better if I'd known I was going to do this. I would have cut another one of those perspective stencils. Then you would have had a good contact with the plate to start with. Yeah, I think we need a bigger one. It's a bit smooshy, mind you. You know me. I'm using a lot of paint.
Yep. Pull with the. I wonder if you pull with the tissue paper first and then.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tissue paper down in the groove better.
Let me get some tissue paper
But
ready for the next.
Still going to work because they are small.
Come on, join in.
She always uses a lot of paint.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
It's just, you're not sorry. Just saying that. It's just.
I know. Did you hear the insincerity?
Yeah.
So we'll do it again with some more, and we'll lift it with the doodah.
She may use a lot of paint, but her results are stupendous. So
a lot of paint isn't always bad.
nope.
Well, not very bad.
Color. I thought it was the first time I heard it. I thought it was like Porla, but Paula says here in the Netherlands they call me Paular. I don't. Stay in one direction again. Look at raindrops.
Yep.
That's a song too.
Raindrops keep falling on me head.
No, that's not the one I was thinking of, but I'll go with
I was thinking.
I had a 50s, 60s type song in my head. Like from the seekers or the carpenters or something. I don't know. You can see this is what you did to me looking up that song.
Yeah,
I went
I
off
did.
on a 50s, 60s musical tangent listening to that for the last few weeks.
I want to try some green now. Yeah, I think we are proving that we need the bigger stencil.
Bigger stencil. There's not a lot
But
of definition, is there?
there is some there. It's getting better with me using a bit less paint.
But it's more just the outline, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I can see his eyes, or the goggles, depending on how you look at these things.
Yes, Evie. That's the one that was in my head. Raindrops. So many raindrops. Nothing but raindrops falling from my eyes. That's it. Same page. We're on the same.
So I wanted to use some green, like this one.
That's not very much.
No, I know, but it's all right. I've got more here.
Oh, I see.
Didn't mean that piece to go there, but that's all right. We'll put it somewhere.
Look at you. Eddie says you're going to love that green, Fran.
I usually do, yeah.
Did it
That
bend?
has now decided to go the other side of that stencil.
Yep,
Sorry.
it sure did.
Because this is a heavier body paint, so there's not that great amount of suction down there. I think that could be the last one before taking it off and having a look.
Okay. Well, and that's the thing with the stencils that have finer lines, like the perspective, is the paint has gets underneath and obliterates the stencil part. I love the color, so
Yeah. Well, let's see what we can pull with this.
let's see what we.
Oh. Lovely colour.
How did you do that? That's not coming through the paper, is it?
Well, it came through before. It was the Payne's Grey and thingy, what's it, making it lilac-y. Violet, pale, Titan pale. One of those.
One of those.
One of those.
I knew it.
Right. Got some definition there. Definitely have. I can see the cogs and stuff. Intriguing. Well, we'll let that dry and see what happens. I do like those combinations, but I think they need to go on earlier than the Payne's Grey, because the Payne's Grey and Violet Pale are both high flow. And that was, I can't get it to lie straight. That was a heavier body. It was the Studio Acrylic Pabeo one, Dinah. Well, I don't understand how what the three little stars mean and the slash and the L. I don't know what that means. I don't see anything about the thingamig, but it's a metallic, so you wouldn't get much transparency with a metallic. Although Golden seems to have managed it. So I think we need to let that one dry, see what happens. So I want to have a go with one of the bigger ones on the smaller plate, the 12 by 12. So put that aside for, oh no, wait a minute. Before we put it aside, let's take the stencils off. There we go. Oh, that's intriguing. That could be good.
Oh,
I've
oh,
got
I like that.
yeah, the Payne's grey and the lilac, as it did on my hands, gone pale, sort of an in between. It's a kind of lilac between the two of them, because
Mm,
of course the Payne's grey has some blue in it, mixed quite nicely. Got some selling down this end, which you may or may not be able to see, just across here, and the rest is from the impartial pull. You know, the we took a pull with the tissue, and that's what's left after that pull. So we've got graininess from the tissue, as it were. But we've definitely got some sort of definition going on there. I can see the cogs and the goggles and his beak quite clearly, but that might be because they're covered in an awful lot of paint and are sort of sitting upwards a bit. Well, we'll see what happens with that. But I want to try with a larger um, duck. So we'll put that aside. Now that we've taken the stencils off, we will.
I think the L stands for light fast.
Does it? That's not really what I want to know. I want to know about its opacity more. But as I said, with it being a metallic, they're probably not that bothered about it. Let's have a look at some other colours. I've got Arctic here, which I'd quite like to try. Tried the steel blue, and I like that. I need to try a bit of Arctic, I think. So I'm going to try more duck pilots now. And I'm going to put a bit there, a bit there, a bit there, a bit there, and I'm going to take my hair off before it gets too gooey. And I think...
I don't know. They're not very forthcoming with how they're.
No, it's not helpful, is it?
No, not.
This has got remnants of the previous colour on it, on the brayer. So I've got a bit of that on there. Right. Bigger. Bigger is better, is it? Don't know. Let's try.
1950s bathroom green is gross. I agree. My mom had that.
Got to try the biggie there.
I think. I don't know.
That's a smaller one. So I think I'll try him up there.
So here's a conundrum for you, Fran. Paula says she has the Winsor Newton phthalo green. She doesn't like it. She's only used one little bit. She needs to turn it into something else, but no idea what to do.
What sort of shades does she prefer? She tend more towards brighter greens or more towards bluey colored greens or what? Because it's going to be mainly green to start with, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to see about pulling this one.
I like him. I just think the smaller one is not. It's too finely detailed to
Too
show.
small. Yeah.
Yeah. I like him.
Oh, there it is. Oh, and I really wanted to try a bit more with that one because that one seems to work.
I knew you'd do that. Thank you. So she likes the gray greens. So what would be her options to turn that phthalo green into something like a gray green? Your volume is still off. You're still muted, I mean. I know.
Sorry, forgot I'd done that. I was saying you'd need to add something pale to bring it up. So if it was me, I'd add something like that, or a white, or an ivory, or buff titanium, and I'd also add some Payne's grey to it, because the Payne's grey would grey it, but you'd have to try a little bit of this to start with, see how much you need, and maybe a bit more, and then a bit more. So start. Any white or light colour like Titan Green Pale, or, as I say, buff titanium or ivory or anything like that. Oh, what have I got here? Naples yellow green. I wouldn't bother with that because that's a nice colour on its own, but I do something like parchment maybe.
Yeah.
Or an iridescent white, perhaps, if you wanted some iridescence.
So a little bit of white, off-white, or something akin to that to buffer the green down a bit, and then throw in some Payne's gray to bring it to a gray green that you would like.
Yeah, that's what I would think. Because if you just add Payne's grey to it, it'll go grey, but it'll go really dark. Because the green is quite dark to begin with, you see.
Is this not your regular carnival paper, your wet strength?
Yep, it is.
Wow.
That's not bad, is it? That's quite nice.
No, I like that. I see I'm pointing, like you could see me pointing. I could see the definition on his face, his goggles, and his cogs.
Yep. Needs a darker colour to bring it out, but that's only the first go. So I'm just going to cut this so I've got another sheet without having to fish for one.
The golden Naples yellow green, Evie, it has become one of my favorites that Fran uses. When she has to do a pull with there's something dark on the plate and she needs to do a pull using the Naples yellow green. I love it when she uses that.
What's the Naples yellow green? I'm not sure you've got quite the right name there.
Oh, Naples yellow green. Naples yellow. Hold on. Am I saying
There's
it wrong?
Naples yellow.
Naples yellow. Let me go back.
What do you mean? This one? Naples yellow green. That one. That the one you mean? Because I don't use that one so much. Not as often as
you used it way back. Remember, I brought it up. Was that the one I brought up? Yeah.
Because I thought you were thinking about the Titan Green Pale.
Oh no! You know what it is? It's not the Naples yellow. It's the Naples, the deep.
Oh, Naples Yellow Deep. The one that I was talking about the first thing in this stream because it removed the ethereal quality of that print.
With the kaput.
Yeah, with the kaput.
It turned it red.
Yeah. So, what am I going to put on top? What shall I try? Haven't tried carbon black. Perhaps I should try a bit of carbon black.
Okay.
Perhaps a little bit of carbon black with something.
Paula.
Took notes.
Thank you for the info. Paula took notes or whatever.
I've still got some in my small, tiny test thingy. So I'm taking this off to be ready, but I think I've still got a fair bit left in the other pot. So
I don't recall if she has that color, Paula. Do you have Winsor Newton Pale Olive?
No.
I didn't think so.
Only in watercolor.
Honestly, I could probably tell you more about what colors Fran has than what my own colors are.
She pays attention, which is more than I do.
But not to myself. Okay, Eddie, thank you for being here. He's got to go.
Right. Carbon black. Oh, bye-bye, Eddie. Carpet black.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Eddie. And fluorescent violet, which I do like. I really do like the fluorescent violet.
Your camera went a little too close again. Wonder what happened. Oh, you probably just bumped it. When you reach
Probably.
times, yeah, it happens. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Fun.
My other half is home.
Hello, other half.
Well, he's not here yet. I can
Oh,
hear
right.
the garage door opening, so he's still probably a
I'll
mile.
shout louder.
Yeah. He's he has a thing on his phone, so he can be like a mile down the road and open the garage door.
Oh, right. Very clever. Right. Put this the right way round. See what this comes out as, because I'm looking forward to it.
So both of those were high flow. No, that's
Yes.
black. You sure
Yes.
about the black?
Yep. Yep, because it's a high flow, but it's my little test one. Yeah, I've got a kit of,
Okay, yeah.
I don't know, 6 or 10 or something, 10 of these. And that's the test one. I've got the big one, but they're both high flow, and so's that.
Go get
That
the
looks
mail.
interesting. That looks really interesting. Me nudging it again.
Oh,
Way, you get
like
good
that.
colour now. Look at that, nice definition.
I like that.
The lovely spots and selling going on with the perspective. Ooh,
I'm gonna mute
that
while he comes in.
psychedelic, isn't it? That sort of, this is Tron. Ooh. I like that. That's got a really nice definition. Even got some selling around the goggles as well. Ooh, nice. Right, and I'll get another sheet out because I probably need it. I think I'm going to do my final pull on a watercolory thing. You know, like I've got a couple of sheets that I cut up ready. Tore out of the box pad. Tore out of the pad to begin with. So what's that? What have we got there? Not sure about that. What have we got there? Oh, I haven't tried this one yet. You're gonna like this one. You're gonna like this one. Oh, that's funny. This one is not wanting to come off. I'll have to get my knife. Come on, off you come. There's a deer. I'm going to have to slice into it to get it out. Does not want to join in. You will join in, I insist. God, look at the mangle. Look at the mangle of that. There. Horrible. That's enough playing. Ooh, I just dropped some on my tissue. A great big splodge.
Okay.
Oh dear.
What are you doing? I can hear you. What's going on?
I have splodged.
You boo-booed somewhere.
Yeah. I splodged. I'll put that over there with a little piece cut off because I don't want that on my trousers because it looked like it was going on them. Yeah. I thought I had my tissue all ready and I still managed to make a muck up. Anyway. Fluorescent orange yellow, it says. So it's not fluorescent orange, it's fluorescent orange yellow. Because this is fluorescent orange. I just seem to like fluorescent orange. It's close, isn't it? Not quite the same. This is a bit yellower. The orange yellow. What's that hiding at the back? Titan buff. No, I don't think so. I think I'd rather have some... let's have a bit more carbon black, I think. Worked quite well with the other one. Here we go.
You can say hi now, Fran.
Hiya! Hi, Russ.
Hi, Brad.
Hiya. I was yelling at you when you were miles from the garage.
I said, he's home. He started yelling. I'm like, not yet.
Wow.
Psychic, Fran, come on.
Psychic, yeah. Right.
Okay.
This one. Yep. Not so much of the yellow, the orange yellow left, but never mind.
So let me back up. Did you spill something? Did you get it on yourself?
Yeah. I got a tiny bit on my trousers, but I think I might have pulled it off. But yeah, big dollop came out as I was trying to take the lid off.
Aww.
This thing just tore as I was taking it off. It's just mangled mess. Yeah.
Wow.
But never mind. I do. Let's have a look and see what we've got. That's lovely, actually. I thought I wasn't going to get much orange, but it's blended really well with the black. I made a sort of night sky with the red baron above. Isn't it? It does look a bit like that, I think, anyway. So, yeah, some flames coming up here in the building below. And those are the pilots above, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Like that.
That's beautiful. I love that.
There we go. Thank you. Might get another one out of that. It's a bit of an odd shape, but
So I'm just looking. Yeah, I'm just looking. It's like, okay, how many people have that large of a plate? Because I want him.
Well, I'm going to do one between the two, aren't I? So I've got one.
Yeah.
That little one was a bit too small. I want one in between the sizes, and perhaps try and enlarge some of the orifices a bit as well.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I would do.
I did say it was a test, so. But that's good. I like that.
I have to wonder too. And unless you have the product, I guess it would be hard to tell how much the difference of cut and features come through. One being your Tyvek and the other being UPO. Does that have any effect whatsoever on the stencil?
Yes, it does, because the not so much because of the UPEC and the Tyvek and the UPO, but because I think they both cut the same on my machine, but we're not looking at that. We're looking at the Tyvek on my machine and the UPO on Mariah's machine. And Mariah's machine doesn't like little tiny sharp edges very much. It seems to prefer, from what I've heard from her, less sharp bits. So things need to be smoother, more rounded, slightly bigger. Yeah?
Okay.
I'm going to take this off now. I want to go back to a smaller plate anyway. And I want to see what's happening here. Of course, I could put that down and redo that bit, but I don't think I want to. I want to see what happens with that. Oh, look at that nice bit of colour there.
Right.
Intriguing.
Julie says
put
it
those
makes
there.
her think of one of the Doctor Who episodes.
Yeah, could well be.
Could well
Doctor
be.
Who 5 pilots.
I haven't
planet-
watched Doctor Who in quite some time.
So that will have to dry now, but I've got some rather nice detail with the epaulets and his tie and the goggles and the beak, of course. That's working quite well. Yeah,
Even
something
got
to think
those
about.
things in there.
Well, I want to have a look at the other one, see how that's going. Not quite dry. The bit that was under the stencil is not quite dry, so it needs a bit longer. I want to have a go with a smaller one anyway. I didn't use high flow on the other one. I used the Lucas Krill. So I want to try with the high flow. What do I do with the stencil? Hello, stencil, where have I put you? I did my hand a moment ago. Oh, look, there's one. That's a bit wonky, that one. That line doesn't want to lie flat. That's better. So, what happened with the other one? That one's intermediate. Do you want to put that one on top or underneath?
He's quite big, isn't he? Well, the thing is that if you put him on top the stencil, when you do the pull, he's underneath, isn't he?
Yeah, and he doesn't stick so well either. Better like that?
Sure, go for it. Yeah, there you go. He's got some nice facial features. I like him. He's growing on me.
I think I'd like him like that.
Down a
without
bit.
the whole of the stencil. Yeah, to show
Yeah.
his face a bit better.
Yeah. See, on the bigger plate, you'd be able to do that. On this one, you'd have to.
Yeah.
So
Well, I have only cut one of these. I could cut smaller one.
right. I have a smaller one. Well,
Easy.
no, I think mine is about a tad bit smaller. No, I think you need a smaller him. And yeah.
Smaller him. Yeah.
Yeah. You'll
Well,
go.
like I said, those two are big. That's medium, and the other one is small. But I want something between this one and the small one, because the small one is a bit too small, I think. So we've
Yeah.
learned something today. Okay, what do we got? I'm going to do some more with this. I did like that.
Yeah, I like his face being seen. I don't like it being lost in the stencil, the perspective. I suppose if you go smaller with him, you maybe give up some of the detail so that you have room to enlarge some of the other details.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know what you
I'll have to
give up.
try balancing it. I was thinking a bit of the Indian yellow with that black.
Indian yellow. You haven't pulled that out in a bit.
No, it's here. So. I got a splash there. Obviously not. Oh, I know what I'd like to do. Yes, go overboard again.
I can see the perspective stencil. Hi, Beth. Um, in a multi-layer pulls. I could see
Mm-hmm.
that coming through. That would be really cool. Just different layers, not necessarily like this, but look at the colors you used. Wow. And the selling.
Uh-huh. Well, that's what I was hoping for. The black does seem to sell quite well.
I see that.
You know what I mean? Cut that before putting it down on the brayer. I might get save another sheet. Oh, in there.
The 8x10 plate, right?
By 10, yeah. Right.
Let's see if I can have a little play with the stencils this weekend.
There you go. That's not bad, is it?
Like it.
Not quite. I'm going to go back to the fluorescent orange though, because I liked that before. And I want to have
Move your
another go.
camera. Eat wonky wonky. There you go.
Sorry.
Ooh. Yeah, P was here. I think Monday. Fran showed the perspective stencil, and P popped in, and she was crazy about it. She loved it. So
Have I put the perspective stencil in? I can't remember if I've done that. I've forgotten all about it.
yeah, it's up
Mind
there
luck.
because I have it. I cut it out twice.
It must
Oh.
have then. Yes.
But like we said, there's a waiting line. There's other designers.
I just couldn't remember whether I'd put it in Dropbox, but if you've got it, I must have.
Yeah, Judy's got stencils come out. She's got new stencils that have come out. I forget who else. So yeah, there's other designers. Fran's not the only one, so she's got to wait her turn.
Mm-hmm. We get more variety now with more designers. You don't have to rely on old me.
Exactly.
You get different styles that way as well, which is wonderful.
Oh, I'm loving this. This
Different idea,
dark.
same idea, different style. It's just so more diverse.
This one is going to be dark. This is because the orange got lost. Let me see.
Yeah, maybe a bit less carbon black, or maybe Payne's grey instead. Maybe Payne's grey.
Maybe Payne's gray. There's a thought.
Maybe Payne's grey. Have I got a? Let me cut a piece of. Sorry, unwrap a piece of tissue. So we've got something to go with. I think I've just unwrapped two. Yes, I did. Oh well. We've got two more to do yet then.
So the good news is when the stencils do get to the shop, when they do make it to the shop, they'll be there.
And they'll be well tested by then, yeah.
Yes.
Because we're testing.
Mariah will do her quality control and
Yeah.
and perfect them if need be for the shop. And then they'll be there. They won't go away.
Where's my Payne's grey gone? Has it gone for a little walk?
You
Did
just
it get
can't.
bored and gone away? There it is.
I looked at your shirt. I wasn't thinking leopard like Evie. I was thinking cow.
Oh,
Cows have splotches.
yeah. Well, more
Those
me.
kind of cows. I like them. I did a footstool. I covered a footstool once with cow printed fabric. Not cows, but the splotches like cows. It got buried again, just not as much as the blast. Not as we'll see.
Maybe it would be better not to put any more on the next time and still get some of it there. Pull this quite quickly.
The orange makes me think it's like his head is in the clouds.
Well, the orange to me looks like strafing fire from the enemy above, you know.
Oh, okay. Sunset is what I see.
Well, could be, could be. I quite like that. That's not too bad at all. You've got some lovely definition in that one. Lovely. I've got to cut that off.
Evie says she wants more purple. Well, then
More
you should.
purple. Okay. We could use some more purple. Just let me cut this piece off. There we go. Not bad. Some more for the next one. Purple. Okay, we want some purple. Okie dokie. Purple. So, let's do a bit of this. And a bit of this. This is not as light as that, so it'll need a bit of mixing. Come on, off you get. That's better.
What have you got there again?
This is the dioxazine violet,
Yeah.
Jackson's own make.
Okay.
Studio colour. So it's not going to mix wonderfully well because they're different consistencies, these two. So maybe that will be a good thing, and maybe it won't.
That's kind of cool looking already, isn't it?
Not too bad. We'll see what happens. It might be a bit pale.
Throw a
We'll see.
bit of orange in there, and you might actually like it even more. Fluorescent, oh, fluorescent green. Ooh. Now, I know Fran has a comment on this.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I just cut the
Don't
stencil.
cut the stencil.
Too late.
Too late.
Cut
Good
another one now.
Lost.
What was that about a comment?
Oh, Evie says, I like mixing consistency.
Do you? Yeah. It depends on how well you want it blended, because you can see that there are some definite purple blobs because the purple is so much thicker than the violet pale. But if you want that kind of effect, that's a good idea. Or put the violet on first and then add some, put the dioxazine purple on first and then put the violet pale. Or use one that's already in the right area. I wish there was a more purpley colour in the high flow. Haven't I got a purpley colour in the high flow? Should have. Should have, surely.
Yeah, if I went back in my notes, Evie,
yes, I do.
from a year ago, I actually took notes on Fran's opinion on that, and let me find it because it stands out in my mind what she came up with. All right, this was I think this was January last year. Nope, January this year. Monday maculations. High flow and heavy body, no. High flow and high flow, yes. Heavy body and heavy body, yes. But when she did do the high flow and heavy body, it actually came out better than expected. And
Yeah.
that's my notes. It's exactly what I wrote down.
There you go. It's always good to take notes.
Yeah.
It depends on how heavy the heavy body is, you see.
Yeah.
Because some heavy body is really sticky, and other heavy body is just smooth and buttery.
Yes. Because I have another set of notes along that same theme that you did. Oh, let's go back. I probably won't find it now because I'm looking. And I wrote it down for myself as much for anybody else because it's one of those things that I think it's a good tip. In other words, proceed at your own
risk.
Yeah, at your own risk. So with the heavy bot, with the mix of consistency with the heavy body and high flow, it's kind of like, yeah, again, how heavy and how high flow.
Yeah.
You know.
I've now got paint on the back of my hand.
Well,
Matches the stuff on the front.
You're just being a little mess today, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm a messy person.
Yes, you are.
What I got there?
Can I help, Fran?
What's that? What did he say?
He said, "Can I help, Fran?" Like, as in how, honey? Messing stuff up. Oh, no.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Oh, well. All right.
I'll tell you what, you practice over there for a bit. Like the next couple of years.
He says I do all the time anyway.
I can leave. I can leave if you two want to carry on. It's okay.
Right, so that's a lighter purple than that permanent violet dark that I used before. That is the dioxazine purple. And I'm still going to use the Titan violet pale with it.
Well, wherever the other note is about mixing the two, I'm not finding it, but I know I wrote it down again somewhere.
I think it's better if you mix high flow and fluid. You're closer in consistency with those two. And fluid with heavy body. If you haven't got the colour you want. I mean, I don't have every colour. So if I haven't got the colour I want to be using, but I've got it in heavy body, I'd probably use it in heavy body. If I thought about it beforehand, I would mix it with some high flow to make it a bit less sticky.
I love you, Abby. You're telling Fran how to do it like Fran yells at P.
What did she say? What did she say?
Says, please, not so much light. Too late.
Yeah. Well, I can add some more dark now. No,
yeah, and then I did find this note, which is from the other day, was from the 5th, was high flow is thin, the fluid is thicker, and the heavy body is the thickest. So, yeah, that's helpful. So the high flow and the fluid may work better than the high flow and the heavy body.
There we are. Now I've put those on in more specific-y sort of areas, not particularly, but a bit, you know. So I've got the darker stuff down the bottom and the lighter stuff up the top. So let's see if we can, what will happen when we play with that a bit.
And Evie's saying, I swear, she's becoming new with Pete. Saying, copper in the sky. Paula said, shriek, copper sky.
Okay, copper sky. Well, it's too late now, but next one. Yeah. What with the copper? Think about it now while I'm still doing this.
So you've got 1 minute and you're an hour and a half. If you go over that,
okay.
Do you want to talk about are, or do you want me to say something
You can say something if you want to. By the
about?
way, folks, I've no idea what she's talking about.
Well, I was talking about expanding your time on here.
Oh, that, yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, and here's the thing, and I hope everyone understands. Fran gets limited. She gets 20 hours a month to play, and sometimes she wants more than that. She had to cut into that time this month already for a
Yeah.
special video that she wanted to make.
Being a greedy little so-and-so, and I still haven't made the video.
I know you haven't. I noticed that. And you really need to get to it because I don't know when that expires, and I want you to do it.
That's true. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. But anyway, it's something I had thought about in the past, and I didn't bring it up because I wasn't sure how it would work and how anybody would feel. But if we do stream extras, we were thinking about doing streaming from my channel. That gives me 20 hours on StreamYard. Not that I would be doing anything different than I am now. It would still be Fran front and center, but it would just be via my channel, my 20 hours free. That would give her 40 hours a month. A lot more leeway. Would everybody be okay with that? I know I will post notifications and whatnot the same. It's just that the link to watch her will be via my channel, my YouTube channel. Right now, I only have one video on there. It's not worth looking at. It's difficult. I was very much a novice. So that was one of our thoughts, that we could continue 3 times a week at least. Not that we were going to do more, but it would feel like I wouldn't have to babysit the clock for her, or we could record off live. Right? And that's what I'm thinking. You get to watch Fran the same. You're not going to be watching me any more than you do now. I'm going to be doing the same thing. We're just using my channel, and I'm okay with that. So if you guys don't mind, like Wednesdays coming to my channel, Mondays and Fridays can be Fran's, Wednesdays can be mine. If you guys don't mind, that's something we were thinking about doing next week, starting next week. Same time, just different place.
Yeah.
Well, Colleen, we're still gonna yeah, I would be in control of like right now, Fran has control of the audio and or the video. She can knock me out. I can do this. That's as much as I can do. For me to come back and be bigger or smaller or on screen, Fran has those controls. The difference will be that when we use my channel, I will have the controls. You know, those are the technical things. Those really aren't major. You would still see what you see right here.
I wonder, is it possible to use your StreamYard and direct it to my YouTube? I wonder if that is even possible. I don't know. No.
Well, you know what? You never know. You never know. That's a good thought. In the meantime, Evie has said, Violet, please take that bottle of light color away from her.
I was trying to add darkness to it. Look, I was trying.
Look at that.
I'll put the light one away. It's all right.
She wouldn't be doing more time, Colleen. That's the thing. I would not. Yes, I worry about Fran with her back and her neck. It's fine. I would
but
not.
No more than I would be happy with. It'd only be so I don't have to cancel a live near the end of the month because I've run out of time.
Yeah,
that's all.
It would be the same as it always is. It's just that by using my free allotted time from StreamYard, Fran wouldn't have to feel like she's watching the clock so much. It really gets hard on her. So
especially when I think, oh, I ought to be doing that as well, or I need to add some of that, and I didn't talk about that.
Well, and here's the thing. You have 25 minutes left today. And that's the thing. So for her to get a good stream in an hour and a half, a stream is all she should really do. If she goes over that, then she starts cutting down on how many times she could stream, and that's what we're trying to eliminate. In the meantime, Fran, while I've got you here, because yes, we do run out of time and we forget to do something that you wanted to do. There's something you've been wanting to do that you didn't do Monday.
Oh, would that be anything to do with this?
Yes, ma'am. You wanted to play with that.
There we are. I've played with it. I just noticed it about 2 seconds ago, and I thought, oh, I was going to do something with that. That's the urchin.
So I'll tell you what. This is what we're going to do. Monday we will be here through Fran's channel as usual. And I don't think I can upload it to yours, Fran. If it were if it were a recorded, I could.
Oh,
Because we're live.
well, that's something to think about.
Because we're live, I can't because the only way I can upload it to your channel, I believe, is if I sign in as you. And in that case, yeah, it would get very complicated. I would have to be me on StreamYard and you on YouTube. And I don't know that StreamYard would say, oh, that's okay. I don't know.
I've just cut the stencil again. I'm going to end up with a stencil that doesn't go right to the edge of this one. In fact, I may as well just cut it, because it's well, we'll see. I think it's time. The stencil's trying to give up.
Yeah. So we will see you here Monday as usual, and then we will let you know. Hi, Mariah.
There you are, Evie.
That we will be using my channel Wednesday, and the links will be posted in Makers and in Fran's group and on my personal page as usual. You went dark there. That should make Evie very happy.
I hope so. Lost some of the definition in it as well, but then I was probably adding too much. Oh, well.
I think you need the light color up by his face so you can get his definition better.
Yeah, well, it's coming off now.
Yep.
Too late. I think we've got quite nice definition there now underneath. That's rather good. I shall enjoy that one. And we've used the urchin. We used the urchin 3 times. Lovely.
Yeah, it's not that we want to stay on longer. Fran won't, 2 hours is enough for her to be there moving and for y'all have to sit here and watch.
But if I do 2 hours every time, it eats up the time.
Yeah. Hi, Ricky. Okay, I want to see this one. This is the big plate with the little head, right?
Yep, the big plate with a little head.
Okay.
So we've got to figure out what we're going to pull it with.
Wait, let's ask Evie. Yeah, Candy says be sure to stamp the paint off the stamp. I don't know if you did that.
Oh, yeah.
Or wash it immediately because it will, yeah. Baby wipe.
Yeah, I think it'll be okay. I'll get to it as soon as I can. But His Lordship has ordered a laser cutter, so we're just waiting for it to arrive now. So that should help out a bit.
Right, Julie? I love
so many ideas. So many ideas.
Yeah.
Now, what are we going to pull this with? Let's have a look at the other side, see what we see that side.
Because that fluorescent orange is right there in front of me, it's like I want you to go that route, but I don't know if that would, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's got a glare. Yep, Ian's getting a laser cutter. He's been researching.
He's been researching for about a year.
Yep, we've talked about it.
He's finally decided on what he's getting.
That's because I showed Russ and he's like, well, get one. I'm like, no, see, you don't understand. It's not a $20 object here.
No.
No. I don't have a space in the garage for it either.
Yeah.
Well, I even talked to your to the guy in the office that with him about it because he does woodworking, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'd like to get one." Yep, nobody.
Remind me to tell you about the one he's ordered because it's a different one to the one I was telling you about.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's
So
not the
Craig, well,
Korean.
all I remember is the belt-driven one is not the way to go.
Yeah. Well, this is not belt driven. This is
Right. That
rollers.
Craig said the one that Craig talked about was not belt driven and it was preferable.
Yeah. I think transparent red iron oxide I'm looking at with this.
Yeah, if you wanna build
And
me
I'm
a
wildly familiar. I think I might like to try transparent red iron oxide and quinacridone magenta.
okay,
Just see, just because I feel like
we're going. Hold on, we're going far out psychedelic hippy dippy 70s
no,
here.
no, it's not that psychedelic. If I was going psychedelic, I'd be using that.
Honey, I was going to say if you want to build me a clean the garage and build me a work table and put a laser cutter out there, I'm fine with that.
It wouldn't work.
No, I wouldn't go out there in the winter. You're absolutely right. But I
Well, it
can't.
doesn't make any sense.
There you go. See?
I could put you in the basement.
No, I've thought about that. I don't think the aeration down there is well enough for me to be down there.
Try it out. Just put it
Woo!
on there.
Wow.
Up the lid. Yes, I think that was a good route to go.
Wait, it was dry, Julie. It was off to the side drying. So she did this
Yep.
like the first one she did almost 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
So it
This
was
is plate. Look, it's making the roller go funny. That's better.
I thought maybe you had a hair on there.
No, it's just warpy. I'm gonna
From
see if I can get a few more spots.
We are about an hour from Lake Michigan. Would that be correct, honey? Maybe a little bit more from, you know, if I wanted to go there. I have no desire to go to Lake Michigan. I'm not a fan of Lake Michigan. Yeah, it would be in the Milwaukee area. I would much prefer to go to my favorite Great Lake, which is Lake Superior. And I actually have an opportunity next week to go there, but I'm not going to go.
Yeah, why not?
Well, he has to work, and the last time I went with him, I was able to stay in the hotel room and sleep in while he went off to the job site, and then he came back and got me before checkout.
Yeah.
And when he goes
And
next
well,
week, I won't be able to do that. I would have to go to the hospital, to the clinic, or wherever, with him and
It's
wait
a
in
university.
to the university. It would be at the University of Michigan, and I would have to stay there and wait in a waiting room or somewhere while. Oh, yeah, I don't. Yeah. So
You don't want to be in the same room with me.
no, I don't want to be in the same room with him when he's working. No one does.
Hey,
But it wouldn't be. We'd have very little time to go to the lake. I know he would take me over there, but there would be very little time to appreciate it or whatever. It would mostly be a.
you guys doing streaming?
No, we're not. Um, I don't know, Anne, but I would not want to wander off and then he'd have to wait on me because we're on his work time. So me wandering off or going somewhere else, I certainly couldn't drive because it would be his work vehicle and he would need it with him. So yeah, she says, is there a library or art museum on the campus? There may be. Would it be in the vicinity of where he would be working? And would he have to come search for me? I'd rather not inconvenience him in that way when he's on work time. What do you got there? Do I see whales? No, dolphins?
No, that's the what we're going to wait and pull next time.
No, the other plate. The other plate you just
This
showed me.
one
Yeah.
is 2 duck pilots.
Oh, I thought I saw you pull something up with the whales.
No,
Or the dolphins, rather. I'm sorry.
no.
Okay.
2 ducks. That's
Okay.
what that is.
All righty.
So what are we going to pull that one with? That's got some of the Arctic blue, I think, on the main body.
I see it.
So we want to go a little darker. A bit darker, but not too dark, because we've also got the black lines. So we don't want to sort of lose everything. So we want a sort of mid thing, something midi. What could we do?
You haven't pulled an umber or sienna or anything like that. I don't know if that's MIDI.
A bit too dark, I think.
Bit
I
too
think it's a
dark
bit too, yeah.
and too reddish, maybe.
Maybe. What else we got hiding in the back? We've got, Chronecrodo Nicolazo Gold. That might go. It's not a favourite, but
I was
I
waiting
like
for
that.
Evie to say something. She has no thoughts here.
Oh, really? Oh,
No.
dear. Quick, call the ambulance.
Well, you could
Alizarin,
use
I'm
any.
going to go for
I would say any
Nick
color
is
in black paper, but you don't have black paper big enough, do you?
No, that's just too small a sheet, that one.
Yeah.
Alizarin Crimson Hue and Nicolazo Gold.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, the Lake Michigan is way over there, and I think it's a going to Milwaukee doesn't appeal to me. One and two, Lake Michigan doesn't appeal to me unless it's farther north. What?
Nothing.
Unless we go farther north, which is even farther away. So we go to Upper Lake Michigan by Port Washington and
Yeah, once you start getting up to Washington.
Sheboygan and that area. Yeah, it gets
Two rivers.
Two Rivers and Manitowoc, and yeah, it gets
I
prettier.
think that was a good decision. I think this was a good decision.
I think so
I
too.
think
I'm
I
loving
like
that. If the print will disappear, it's dry, so it shouldn't.
There we go. Right, another one of those. I'm going to get some of both sides now. Let me cut this piece off so I've got something to use. So I think we're going to have to stop soon, and that means we'll have to play with those spirits next time.
Okay.
Give
Well,
me a bit of time,
right,
a little bit more work on them, which is what I wanted.
you're almost at 2
But
hours anyway.
I think we want to aim for all of them looking like that. That's what I think. All of them looking more like that.
Yes.
More one picture.
Connected?
Yeah.
Yes, one piece.
Yeah,
I
keep
wondered
it.
if you could do that. I understand what you meant by the Reaper,
Yeah.
but I wondered if you could do it in one piece.
Yeah. Well, I thought I'd give it a try because I want all the sheaves of corn there at the same time, you see, because it shows what's going on.
Yep.
Oh, and I'm going to cut this edge off.
At least there's no stencil to cut.
No, that is true. I've already managed that. There we go.
Oh, it was okay, Julie. I knew what you meant by disappear. Most of the time I get what everyone means.
That's lovely, I think.
Wow.
That is the world is in flames. Yeah. Lovely. Very good. Very
The
good.
sky has exploded.
Exactly.
I know I
Maybe
saw Mariah pop in. I didn't see her otherwise. Right
Now
now,
this one is Evie's result.
Plus,
So what will we pull that with? What can we pull that with?
okay, Evie, do you have any thoughts? Mariah, I was just gonna say, Mariah, the duck. This is your first look. Yeah, she's got to go get Izzy. Okay, the duck pilot is what Fran is showing on the plate right now, and these are not yet in the shop, although they are up in the Dropbox. But I think Fran's going to have to do some adjustments, so you might want to. She's going to make a smaller or a medium-sized one.
A medium one, yeah, because I've got the very small one, and
And
it's
not too happy with the way that turned out.
just a little bit too small. That's all.
Do you remember,
So-
Evie, what the combo was? Oh, the red iron oxide. Evie says the same as combo as the last one.
You think so? Red iron oxide.
And Nicolazo.
Yeah, because there's a bit more darkness in there, isn't there? Yeah, okay. No, what I did last time wasn't red iron oxide and Nicolazo. It was alizarin
Oh,
and
sorry.
Nicolazo gold.
Okay.
It was
but
those two.
But a lot
nice.
we're clamoring for the perspective, the perspective stencil, Mariah. So you know.
That's in, or have I not put that in?
No, it's in the Dropbox. She just has
Yeah,
to
because
by Mariah. She just has to quality control it and see if it's a good cut. There you go. There. Everybody happy? Look at all that paint. Are you?
There's definitely a lot of paint on here.
Yep, Evie's correct. I like that color combo.
Yeah, it's not too
That's
bad
good
at
here.
all, is it?
That's pretty cool.
Let me rip one of the last pages out.
And this will be it. This will be the end of it. So we'll
Last
thank everybody now
drop.
for the thumbs up and the entertainment and for showing up. We appreciate you. We
And
really.
thank you for choosing my colours. That's
Ah.
fun.
Evie
That's
says,
good.
"Bombs bursting in air."
There we go.
Okay, Trish.
Just got to get it down properly, and then we'll turn it over, and you can see the other side, and then we'll say bye-bye.
Yep. We will see you Monday, same time. Notices will be posted. I didn't get to it today because I had no network. So thank you everyone for being here. Final
I
pull.
managed to get one little thing up there, but it's not as good as when
Wow.
Violet does it. That is going to be spectacular.
You bet.
I like that. Yeah, that's
Good
pretty.
call, Evie.
Yeah. I was hesitating. I liked the last one so much. When she said it, I just went, okay.
Okay.
Ooh, look at that.
Yes, it
Look
did.
at that.
It came off. See? That's why you got to clean that stamp. Look at
Yeah,
that.
it's still damp enough to go and clean it off. I will. The moment I say goodbye.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll say goodbye now.
Oh, I'm coming back.
Okay, everybody. Come back. You come back. That's better.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you next week.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.